Many doctors become hesitant when immigrating to the West. They're like, should I go to the US or go to Canada? But now, they can finally decide comfortably. Why? Because in this video, I want to compare the US and Canada for immigrant doctors. I'm Max from the Visa Library. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, use our free consultation using the link in the description, and let's go. Number 1, job opportunities. The US healthcare sector employs over 18 million people, especially needing doctors in larger states like California, New York, and Texas. These states are home to some of the largest healthcare systems in the country. Canada's healthcare system also offers many opportunities, particularly in rural areas and provinces like Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta, with healthcare jobs growing by about 2% each year. That's a lot of jobs. Number 2, immigration policies. The US has J1 and H1B visas for doctors, but unfortunately, the process can be long. They might take up to years. If you like, I recommend you go and watch our videos about US visas. But on the other hand, Canada's system is more direct, with express entry and provincial programs that can process in as little as 6 months for qualified doctors. Number 3, licensing requirements. In the US, immigrant doctors must pass the USMLE, which is a 3-step examination. This process also involves securing a residency position, which can be highly competitive, unfortunately, especially in popular specialties and states. But in Canada, immigrant doctors must pass the MCCQE Part 1 and Part 2 exams. Additionally, they need to complete a residency program in Canada. The process is centralized through the Canadian Resident Matching Service, or CARMS. This system matches applicants with residency programs based on eligibility and preferences. Moving on. Number 4, salaries. Doctors in the US are among the highest paid globally, but salaries depend on their specialty. The average annual salaries range from $313,000 for family doctors to over $616,000 for orthopedic surgeons. In Canada, doctors earn good salaries too, but less than in the US, with family doctors earning about $281,000 and specialists around 360,000 Canadian dollars annually. Number 5, work-life balance. I can't honestly give you good information because some roles are more flexible than the other ones. They all vary widely depending on location and specific jobs. But on average, doctors might work between 40 to 60 hours per week in the US. Some specialists, like surgeons, often require longer hours due to on-call duties. Generally, doctors in Canada experience better work-life balance with fewer hours and more vacation time than US doctors. In Canada, the average working week ranges from 35 to 50 hours depending on the province and the medical specialty. Number 6, health tech advancements. The US is a leader in health technology, spending approximately 18% of its GDP on healthcare. Examples include the advancement of advanced robotic surgery systems, telemedicine platforms that connect patients and doctors remotely, and cutting-edge gene therapy treatments for chronic diseases. Wow. Canada also invests heavily in health tech as well, especially in major centers like Toronto and Vancouver. Canadian innovations often include new health apps for patient self-management, telehealth services, and improvements in digital health record systems, which follow closely the heels of American technological advancements. Number 7, quality of life. The US offers diverse cultural experiences and high-quality healthcare facilities, but healthcare access and costs, they vary. If I'm not mistaken, the US spends about $11,080 per capita on healthcare. Canada is also known for excellent quality of life and an accessible public healthcare system, spending around 7,064 Canadian dollars per capita on healthcare, with better overall coverage. Number 8, cost of living. In the US, the cost of living can vary significantly. For example, New York and San Francisco are among the most expensive, with the housing costs over $1 million and monthly rents around $3,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. But in Canada, cities like Toronto and Vancouver also have high living costs. In Toronto, the average price for housing has reached 1 million Canadian dollars, with rent for a one-bedroom apartment around 2,000 Canadian dollars per month. I don't know about you, but getting a place is getting really hard. Number 9, professional integration programs. In the US, programs such as the Educational Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, or ECFMG, are necessary for foreign-trained doctors to prove their readiness to enter US residency and fellowship programs. Additionally, some states offer specific programs to help integrate international medical graduates, or IMGs, into the healthcare system. In Canada, the Medical Council of Canada, or MCC, offers a practice-ready assessment program which allows IMGs to demonstrate that they meet Canadian standards without completing a full residency. Several provinces have their own bridging programs aimed at helping IMGs adapt and prepare for practicing in Canada, such as British Columbia IMG program. Yeah, that's a famous one. Now, let me tell you the best cities and states for immigrant doctors in the US and in Canada. Starting with the US, popular cities for doctors include Los Angeles, New York City, and Houston. They are known for their vast hospitals and diverse patients. In Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary are top choices for their welcoming environments and efforts to integrate international medical graduates. Alright, that was it. Now, you can immigrate to the US or Canada with open eyes. Which country do you think is better? Write your answers in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, follow our social media accounts using the links in the description. Like the video too. Thank you all for watching.